In this video, we're going to look at some soloing strategies, jazz soloing, for the tune Mary's Boy Child. This is the second tutorial in our series on Mary's Boy Child and the final one because it's actually a fairly simple tune. In fact, pretty much any intermediate or expert can play this really well. The soloing strategy is very simple because it's not based on a whole bunch of chords with a bunch of different keys like normal jazz tunes. Even though we're taking a bit of a jazz slant and putting it on the tune, it wasn't really originally meant to be that, which makes it a much simpler tune to approach when you're thinking about soloing. In fact, it's really only based on two sections. The first one is 4 bars, and it only has 3 chords really. And then the second section has a few more chords, and we're going to talk about both of those right after I play the tune for you. And we're going to again dive in and really take a look at how conceptually you want to approach soloing for this tune. So let me play the tune for you, a couple of choruses of solo to give you an idea on what your goal is, and then we're going to come back and discuss it. Let's get started right now. All right, so as I mentioned off the top, there really only is 2 sections that you want to think about when learning to solo. It's at the A section, the first 4 bars. The second 4 bars of A are basically the same chords. And it's based on 3 chords, F, B flat, and C. And we'll get to that in a moment. And then there's the B section, which also has a bunch of different chords, but we're going to talk about what to do in terms of soloing over that. So let's start with the first 4 bars, and let's take a look at what we can do here. Okay, so we basically only have a few chords. We'll talk about some passing chords in just a second. So F to B flat, which is 4, to C, and then back to F. Very simple when you're thinking about it. What I would like you to do is, as we did in the first video, think about some reharmonization where we're changing the bass note and then putting another passing chord in here, which is B half diminished 7. And then instead of just a regular C, go C7 and maybe even a flat 9. Now, the great thing about that is a normal, very popular bass movement in jazz. And sometimes you'll hear it go down like this. Okay? Now, because that is normal for jazz, it applies to the specific melody we have here. And that's what we're doing. We're taking this popular jazz structure and applying it to this tune. Now, once you have that in place, you know that as a blues progression, we know that we can play blues over top of that. So, which is really nice. So the first thing, again, you want to think about is just a simple blues scale. So you've got F, A flat, B flat, B natural, to C, to E flat, and back to F. Simple. So again, even if we just play that over the chords, so one of the things that players do is they think about those riffs that you can do over blues scales. And that's really the flavor that you're seeking with this particular soloing strategy. There are other things you can do, such as spell the chords. Okay, so that second section, which is the part that goes, that is a typical cycle of fifths. So you've got F to G minor 7 to E half diminished 7th to A7 flat 9 to D minor 7, G7, C7, and then eventually getting back to F. So the bass line is pretty simple. And what you want to do with that, I would suggest, is to just spell the chords there. Now you can use blues there as well. But it doesn't sound that great. Spelling the chords, however, is a good idea, especially 3, 5, 7, and 9 of each chord. So let me play 3, 5, 7, 9 of each of these chords. Okay, and that's when you mix that with passing notes, it starts to sound great. So sometimes going up the 3, 5, 7, 9, sometimes coming down. Not great soloing, but mix that again with passing notes and you've really got something. Okay? And that's really all there is to soloing on this tune. What I would suggest you do is think about it in just 2 sections of 4. The first one is F, A, B flat. And the second section is this cycle of fifths. Okay? And putting them together. Have some fun with it. Any questions you have about other soloing strategies, you can certainly put them in the comments below, and any comment you want to make would be great. Thumbs up for the video would be awesome, and if you want to subscribe to the channel, because we're making videos like this one pretty much every day. Thanks for your time for watching this video. My name is Paul Tobey from JazzMentl. Have a great day.